Hello. We are now live
Hi.
for another month of Minute Movies.
Woohoo.
Happy October. Happy Halloween coming up. Happy Election Day coming up. Make
Happy
sure everyone
Election Day,
votes.
huh? Yeah.
I voted yesterday. Dropped my ballot off in the ballot box.
Hey, I thought we said there was no politics in this room.
Voting, the act of voting is
Yeah.
not saying a political stance one way or another, or it shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be.
It has become that way,
Yeah.
it seems. But
Yeah.
yesterday I dropped off my ballot in the ballot box, and it seemed like everyone in the neighborhood was spending their Saturday morning dropping off their ballot in the ballot box at the library.
Really?
Yeah, it was like popping. I haven't seen the ballot box that busy, like except for a couple years ago when I voted on election day itself.
Oh, wow.
It was about that busy as like election day. It was pretty crazy.
Wow. Yeah, I just got my ballot like 2 days ago, and I haven't opened it yet, so got to get ready to do that. So anyway, so having said that, I take no credit for the script writing of the film that I'm submitting with my friend Craig. So yeah, no politics, but I can't control what my friends do. So anyway,
well, we'll get to that.
We'll get to that later.
Yeah, well, welcome everyone to our screening. We have a good handful of minute movies today. A good handful.
Seven.
Let's see. Some just notes for the beginning of the screening before we jump into it. We do have a Patreon set up, so you can find us on Patreon, Seattle Minute Movies. We also have a newsletter that you can sign up for. And of course, we're on social media, so you can find us on social media. If you have never submitted, what?
The YouTube playlist.
Yeah, we have all of these movies. If you want to watch them again after the screening, they're on YouTube on our channel in a YouTube playlist. And you can go back into all of the minute movies that, well, not there are many playlists on that channel from the past, 6.5 years? How long have we been doing this now?
Yeah. Longer.
Yeah.
No, about that long. Yeah.
So you can go back and look at all of those.
So what else? Are we doing the networking group next week?
Yeah, we're doing the networking group next week. So it's community building. We've renamed it.
Right. Community.
So it's just to kind of replace that in-person chatting that we used to get at the screenings when we were in person at SFI. Since we don't really have that, and this YouTube live platform, I can see your comments in the comment box, but I can't really interact with you as well. So we have that set up. So next week at 7 o'clock, there's a link in the meetup description if you want to come join us and chat, and we can answer questions about filmmaking and
or just say hi and
minute movies making, or just say hi. Yeah. Last month we got into all sorts of conversations. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So you should join us over there next week. And
so what do we got going on tonight, Sarah?
Tonight we have, like I said, a good handful of minute movies. So tonight we have filmmakers with us. So if you haven't joined us before, we will have the filmmaker pop on, introduce their film. We can chat about it a little bit, whatever they want to say, and then we'll watch it. And if you have any questions or comments, leave those in the comment box on YouTube, and we can read them and ask the filmmaker, and they'll respond.
So we've got an order that we're going to go films with, and Gene of Useless Bay is see him in the chat room. Maybe we can, and I don't know if I'm not sure. Is Jesse in the house?
So Jesse's not here, but I did see Tom here. So
Tom. Oh, okay.
And Jesse sent me an email with an explanation, but maybe we can just hear from Tom when we get there. So
in the meantime, we can bring Gene up. And,
Gene, I am going to add you to our live stream.
Yeah, cool.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Can you guys hear me?
We can.
My camera seems to be on autofocus.
Oh,
terrible. No, don't move. Don't move.
Yeah, you're not a professional, are you? So
no.
No,
not since May. I haven't gotten jobs in May. Yeah. Work's kind of dried up since quarantine.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it'll start picking back up again as.
Well, I've been doing a lot of animation, so I'm hoping maybe
that's
somebody be interested in some CGI or something like that, so I can do that from home.
Yeah, an excellent remote work opportunity there.
So what were you doing before May?
Live shows, bands and open spoken word and that kind of thing. Yeah.
So like recording or live streaming or
recording? Yeah, they go to the venue and set up the camera and the mic and get the audio off the board and put a music video together and things like that.
Yeah.
But
I've done a little bit of that.
Yes, I know. I saw you at the Crocodile one time. You were filming Elridge Gravy in the Court Supreme, but there's more to that story. Yeah, there's more to that story, but we're not going to get into that right now.
I
know.
Really?
I was there that day. I was there. I was there that night. I know.
Yeah.
I was filming too. No, that's not right. I was there to enjoy myself. That's right.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm moving again. There we go.
I'm
phasing in and out of dimension.
Anyway, we got to talk about that because that
we did, and it's not pleasant for you. That's okay. I'll come back to that later.
Oh wow, Jeff knows Eldridge Gravy too.
Yeah.
Small world we have here.
Yeah. What a good band.
It's a big band. There's like 12 people in the band, so
it's true.
There's 1 degree of separation in this town with that band. Somebody knows somebody in that band. So, in any event, I've talked longer than the video. It's only a 59-second video. So.
Yeah. Well, do you have anything you wanted to say to introduce it?
No. Let's see what people say. Let's just show it and then see what people can interpret it.
All right.
Love it.
That's it. That's all you get.
Awesome.
That's all. We want more.
I hope it's not a prophetic piece.
Oh, yeah. Reminds me of Second Life.
Yeah, this is second. This is third. Yeah, Second Life. This is Third Life for people that don't have a first life, I guess. Yeah. So I watch you guys. You know, I tune in every week and I watch all the videos. And my personal favorite genre is, you know, science fiction and fantasy and that sort of thing. So the holographic topic just seemed to fit. I thought, oh, I think I know what I'm going to do with that one. So
Nice.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. That last month, I lost the minute, or I misplaced the minute movie. I have it back today. The minute movie ball that we select words
yes,
out of, and so
yeah, that's right.
I asked the filmmakers to, yeah, Chris won the draw on that, and he picked Holographic, which
Thank you,
cool.
Chris.
Yeah. Speaking of Chris, he said he had a flashback to the Star Wars Christmas special.
I saw that on television in 1977. I watched that. It was brutal, but I watched it anyway because we only had 2 networks in that town. So well, anyway, that was my video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And
so Chris asked, how did you do the graphics for that?
Oh, that's good. Let's see here. The people were made in what's called Make Human. That's a program you can download. The effects was done in Blender, which is another open source program. The dance animation was Mixamo, and then I think there was some After Effects in there. I think, yeah, the image that was on the screen at the parallax angle, you know, the touch screen, that was done, I think, in After Effects, and then I edited it in Premiere.
A real hodgepodge of
programs. That's how it's done. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, there is no one-stop shopping.
So how long have you been? You've been using Blender for a long time,
10 years. Yeah.
Holy crap.
10 years. Yeah. And I only know 1% of it. I mean, it's a wildly complicated, sophisticated program.
I've kind of dipped my toe into it and barely got my toenail wet. And it's just
yeah, it's got a steep learning curve. That is true.
It does have a steep learning curve, but it's got a lot of tutorials. It's really well documented online to teach yourself how to do it.
And it's free, so it's not like Maya, which is thousands of bucks. You know.
Right.
And it's in fact, it's getting more powerful than Maya. It's actually becoming more of a industry standard. A lot of the maybe not a lot, but more and more of the budgeted Hollywood films are employing Blender.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So it's the way of the future.
That's cool. Wow. That's cool. Maybe I should get back into it.
Yeah.
Or try. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you very much.
Well, thank you so much, Gene. It was good to have you back after. I don't know how long it's been, but
it's been a few years, hasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Got to see you again.
Good to see you guys too. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
All right. So next up, we have Tom and Jesse submitted at about the same time, so we have both of their movies in a row. Technically, Jesse's is first, but Tom, did you want to come back and give us a little introduction? Otherwise, I can read what Jesse sent in his email. I've seen you pop in and out of our little backstage live stream. I don't see you right now. Yeah, Kirk said Blender is hard to dip your toe in, and the tutorials become obsolete version to version. I've actually never tried Blender.
Oh, really?
It does seem a little bit overwhelming, but I've never tried to even dip my toe in.
Wow. Okay. It's yeah. So Tom, you gonna come?
Yeah. Well, I don't.
There he is.
There he is. He's coming in.
Sort of. Hey, Tom.
All right. I'm adding you in. Hello.
All right. Here we go. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Let's make a movie together, and he came up.
You're kind of breaking up there. I don't know how your connection is out in Greenwater.
Yeah.
Out in the boonies. Yeah. We can only hear fits and starts of your voice, and your image is just
Frozen.
frozen. So do you want to read the intro that
Yeah,
Jesse...
I'll read what Jesse wrote, and then hopefully we can get Tom back for some
Chris
talking afterwards.
Yeah, maybe you can type in your let's see.
Yeah, so Jesse wrote, Tom and I wrote and shot together with our own cameras, did several takes. Then we're free to cut our pieces any way we wanted.
No.
So mine and Tom's are from the same stuff, but different.
So hey Tom, you're still kind of breaking up. Do you want to type something in your, like, do a little intro, and we can show? No, that's not the right way to go. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to.
Oh, there we go. I can see it moving around now.
Oh, okay. You know what? I'm going to see if I can get closer to the Wi-Fi out.
Okay.
See if that helps.
Okay. So.
And
cool.
Just here.
So Tom, do you want to type something in?
There we go. Hello?
Hello?
Coming in yet?
Okay. I think you're here.
You're coming in a little bit better now, yeah.
All right. Okay. So I'm right by the router back here. Anyways, so Jesse, had the idea, and he came up to the cabin, and we brainstormed for a while. Got through a bunch of political things we were going to do. And then Jesse wrote up this script, and we filmed it with both of our cameras. So he used his footage for his, and I used my footage for mine, and then we edited separately. So they come out a little bit different, even though it's the same, the same actor, which is mainly Jess. Okay, so let's run it.
Cool. And should we just run them both, or do you want to come in and say something in the middle?
No, just run them both.
All right.
We had some good times, Jack. Buddy. Skiing trips, camping trips. Good times. Drank a shitload of beer, man. Didn't we? Didn't we, Jack? Chasing skirt. Cruising that 67 Chevy, man. We rolled that thing till the tires fell off. Graduations. Bachelor party. But you just couldn't help yourself, could you, Jack? Could you? Was it you? Was it her? Doesn't really matter now, does it? She'll hold your hand, snuggle up real close, smell of her hair, her perfume. See that little thing under the table, Jack? Nobody could see? Hot, wasn't it? Made you feel like a man, huh? Like a man. Y'all get a little kinky, Jack? Yeah, you did. I saw the video. You dumb shit. leather, hot wax, Jack, ball gag. Never knew, Jack. I think my favorite was the bondage. What do they call that? Erotic asphyxiation. The ropes. Rope's a little snug around your neck now, isn't it, Jack? Like the way it brought out your color, your eyes, Jack. Love you, buddy. We had some good times, Jack. Buddy. Skiing trips, camping trips. Good times. Drank a shitload of beer, man. Didn't we? Didn't we, Jack? Chasing skirt. Cruising that 67 Chevy, man. We rolled that thing till the tires fell off. Graduations. Bachelor party. You just couldn't help yourself, could you, Jack? Could you? She hold your hand, Jack? Snuggle up real close. Do that little thing under the table with her foot. It was hot. Loved that, Jack. Didn't you? Smell of her perfume, her hair. You get that kinky, Jack? Yeah, I saw the video, you dumb shit. Little leather, little lace, hot wax. I never knew, Jack. I think my favorite was the bondage, though, Jack. Little impact play. Ropes. Ropes a little tight around your neck now, isn't it, Jack? I like the way it really accentuates your color. Brings out your eyes. Love you, buddy.
We got our Jess in there. He really gets into his roles when he starts pulling them through, and that was about. Oh, I think we did 3 or 4 takes, and he nailed those.
Yeah.
So did you have like the scene by the window where you both shooting with 2 cameras at the same time?
Yeah,
or was that 2 separate
actually
takes?
he had his camera, kind of a ground up shot, a little bit closer. It wasn't all the way to the ground, but waist height, and only about 4 or 5 feet away from him. I had my camera all the way across the room behind where I was sitting on the couch, where the hologram, the green screen, later came in at. So that's why is a different look there. And then another take, I used my shot of him where he was sitting on the couch. It's split because he didn't do the first part of the thing from that angle.
Yeah. So Jean asked, how did you do that digital effect? You said green screen?
Yeah, it was a green screen. So it was, we kind of winged it with a green screen. I had an old camping tarp that I nailed a bunch of nails up on the rafters and hung it there. And had some wrinkles in it, so we had to, you know, it didn't come out as clear as it could have. But that's what we did.
Cool. Huh. Yeah, good old,
Yeah.
old Jesse. You know.
Always count on Jesse for some dark content.
Yeah, I don't even know what a couple of things he was referring to are.
Sure you don't, Tom.
Yeah, I don't know Jack, man.
Right.
Oh, Chris said they sell green screen poster at the usual poster paper.
Yeah.
So if you want to set up a green screen that's less wrinkly than a camping tarp, get some some green poster paper.
Paper, green screen paper that's inexpensive.
Yeah,
you just kind of roll out. And, but,
Do you want to?
we were just
really
kind of winging it. So.
Screen.
Oh yeah, no doubt. That was cool. That was a nice effect at the end. Yeah, it's cool.
Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Tom.
You're welcome. I'll pass.
Oh,
right.
Bye.
Oh, sorry. All right. Next up, we have Chris, who is here. But first, Kirk said that Tom, you could have done a double exposure too for that kind of hologram effect.
Ooh, right. So that's where you
I'll bring you back real quick. Oh, you're very dark now.
Hey.
Yeah. I'll just write in the comments.
So that's where you would keep the camera on a tripod and then shoot with your face in the shot, and then come back later and put your self. I've done some really cool effects with double exposure like that, even from the same shot, right? With even a moving camera, you can overlay two images in time by shift the time maybe a few seconds, and then you get these weird and then you subtract both the video frames from each other, and you can kind of get these weird edge effects. That's cool too. Reminds me of the double exposure idea. But
or if you do for the sitting at the on the couch, have your tripod and just film the couch blank, and then come back in and sit down, and then with the opacity, change the opacity of yourself.
Yeah, or mess with the blending modes. You can
or mess with the blending modes too.
Interesting see-through effects with focusing on either highlights or darks or whatever, certain colors. But yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, fun to play around with if you want to get into it. All right. Well, thank you, Tom. We're going to say.
I just say, Craig. Craig chimed in. Maybe you were suffocating under the scenario you set up, but maybe you enjoyed the choking a little under the storyline. Yeah. It's probably calling you out on that one. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks, Tom. We're going to say goodbye and then bring Chris in. All right. Here we go, Chris.
Hello.
Hello.
So this is my movie. I've been interested in Eastern thought and Eastern religion ever since I was a boy. My dad introduced me to this mythologist named Joseph Campbell, and he did this TV interview called The Power of Myth on PBS back in the 1980s, I think. And so I got really interested in Buddhism and all these other different religions and mythologies across the world. And so my movie kind of touches on that, specifically Hindu cosmology.
Nice.
Cool. All right. Well, we'll play yours, and then Elliot, just to let you know, you are on deck for coming after Chris.
On deck.
On deck.
背景を追加。花の回転。左に花。花をコピーして移動。
That was pretty fun.
Thanks. Yeah, the blue multi-armed creature is supposed to be Avalokiteshvara, which is a Buddhist deity that it helps people. That's why he has so many hands, so he can help people. And then the one at the very end is Vishnu, a Hindu god, who is dreaming the universe into existence. So he's reclining on this snake with all the heads, and then his wife is like hanging out with him. So he's just dreaming everything. And I was also trying to fit a little bit of a Blade Runner kind of feel in there because I love that movie. And then there's a shot where I'm looking through the door window and there's a very slight push in, and that was done in post. It's like going from 100% to like 103% keyframed, real slow. And the hands move, the way the hands move on Avalokiteshvara, that is a still photograph. And then in GIMP, the photo editor GIMP, I cut out every single arm and saved it as its own portable network graphic with a transparent background. And I took all those pieces and put it into Final Cut Pro, and I set the rotation point to where your elbow is. So when you rotated it with keyframes, it would move the whole arm. And I did that for each individual arm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And the opening shot of the guy using the computer, I had been listening to this YouTube speech by Carl Iglesias, the screenwriter, and he mentioned that the movie The Professional with Natalie Portman, way back when they have this like hitman who kills somebody, and then he goes back to his apartment and starts watering his plants. And the way they do that, they do this a lot of movies. You have to connect the audience to the protagonist with empathy. So by showing someone watering a plant or having some misfortune befall them, that helps endear empathy to the audience. Right. So that was the whole point of the beginning, was just try and connect the audience to the character with showing him, messing around with like some kind of futuristic Photoshop on the computer.
Yeah.
That seemed to work. And I love the double shot, the double image of him walking in on himself, watching, and then kind of the nonchalant, like looking back and like, yeah, that's right, that's me, or and then looking back forward again, taking it all in.
Yeah, thanks. Well, I was thinking like movies are a dream.
Yeah.
So it's I wanted to make it kind of dreamlike, and also some people say like life is like a dream, and then some scientists actually have this theory that the entire universe is a projection, is a holographic projection. So the entire universe is projected from like the edge of a black hole. So it's a 2D. Actual reality consists of a 2D surface on the edge of a black hole, and somehow it gets projected into the 3D reality that we experience. That's what they say. I don't know.
Huh.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
I suppose that's sure.
Yeah. Well, Elliot said it felt like Blade Runner.
Yeah.
And
Cool.
Kirk said if David Lynch was interested in Hindu mythology.
Right.
Yeah. So you got that feel. And Elliot wanted to know, how did you do the deity hologram?
Oh, okay. So the deity is just a 2D photograph I got from the internet, Creative Commons, and then I placed it on Final Cut Pro. I scaled it up like 400%, positioned it, and applied a Gaussian blur to it, and I to make it look like it's closer to the camera, because things get out of focus if they're close to the camera. But when I watched it later, I thought that's really too close, because the lines on the wall, like the molding on the wall, are really sharp. So really, to keep it matching, I should have made them sharper, to better match the sharpness of the wall. There really wasn't that much shallow depth of field going on otherwise, really. But yeah.
Yeah, I thought it made him feel a little bit almost ghost-like.
Yeah.
Oh,
because it was so blurry, you like very immaterial.
Yeah. And then it was originally a color photograph, which I desaturated, but I saved it as RGB. And then in Final Cut, I colorized it to blue. It was black and white originally. Colorized it to blue and then set the opacity to like 60%.
Cool. So Craig says, wow, Vishnu continues to return to the earth in so many human forms, Krishna, Rama, etc. Is Vishnu bringing a new message today in the COVID season?
He's dreaming of pandemics, I think.
Yeah. I thought the mask you wore gave it a kind of another, surreal feel to it, just because, masks are still so surreal to see everyone wearing them.
Yeah. Oh, I know. It is weird.
Yeah. I wear that like all the time when I'm in my apartment building, when I'm in the hallways and stuff.
Yeah.
And I actually thought about not wearing it for the film, but then I thought, this would be kind of like a weird, give it kind of a weird look.
Yeah.
And also
it kind of adds to that weird futuristic feel that you gave it to, wearing a mask in public spaces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just going to comment on Gene's film. For the first one, he has a gas mask on, and it's like COVID or pandemic day 3,650.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And he was wearing his gas mask at the computer too, right? So that's what we have to look forward to.
That's hardcore.
3,000 days from now.
Yeah.
And goggles. Yeah, he was wearing goggles too.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Chris.
So I don't see Elliot on deck.
See you? Yeah.
Where's Elliot? I saw him in the comment stream. Where are you, Elliot? Did you get the link? No, Elliot.
No, Elliot's here. He should have got the link.
I know. He's right there in the comment section. So. He's scrambling right now.
Opening up his email. Where'd it go?
Use that one. Okay, so should we roll his film and see if he shows up, or do you want to type something in the comment to introduce your film, Elliot? Can do that either way. 5,
We could-
4, 3, 2.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and roll it, and then Elliot can
Yeah.
come on and. Oh, he said 1 sec.
Oh, 1 sec. 1,000. Okay.
Oh, apparently you can't use Safari. That's good to know.
Huh.
I didn't know you couldn't use Safari.
Really?
I've been using Chrome for it.
Yeah, me too. That's what I use.
And I don't really use like any other browsers really, so I haven't tested it out. Different browsers.
Right?
Yeah, and I don't own a Mac, so I don't have Safari.
Oh, there he is.
Here we go. All right, browsers. Hello.
Hey, sorry.
Yeah, and I don't own a Mac, so I don't have Safari. It wouldn't work on Firefox. You know?
Yeah.
Right.
Hey.
Browsers.
Yeah, I was using Safari.
Hello.
So
Oh,
sorry for the delay there.
Can you close the YouTube window?
Yeah, I think I did. Can is
Mute
it my
Okay.
okay.
now?
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
this one has some practical effects.
Practical holographic effects.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll just roll with it. Yeah, practical holographic.
All right, let's just roll it.
Nice. Roll it, huh? Fun.
Yeah, I used to have
Optics.
one of those when I was little.
I
Yeah.
still have one. Still have it.
Oh, nice. I was wondering what happened to it.
Yeah, I teach science at high school. So I got one of those. I always show it when we go over optics and physics.
Oh, cool.
It's like it's an ellipsoid, right? And it reimages the
Yeah.
yeah. So it does reimages that point on the other edge of the ellipse. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's cool because it's kind of a physical analogy of the overall idea. It's like you have this thing in the center, and then it's like projecting an outward image of itself somewhere else. And you know, it kind of ties into like Chris's, where he saw back and saw himself. You know, kind of that recursion, infinite. What do they call that? Infinite loop. Yeah, and when I put like, I'm sorry. Go. What was that, Stuart?
I was gonna say fractals.
Yeah, like fractals. And yeah, I put that phone in there to see what it would do, and it kind of made that multiple image of itself. So yeah, I think it's a good analogy to the bigger idea of a hologram.
Yeah.
Cool.
And Jeff said all practical effects.
Yeah, I pretty much just took that thing and just started playing around with it. And yeah, I would have liked to try some more objects, but it was I did it like last night, just before.
Yeah, your submission came in pretty late, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I was pushing it.
So hey, Craig. I don't see Craig on deck. You should be.
Oh yeah, Craig. Just to let you know, your film is next.
You're up. So see if you can find that email link and click into
and open it in the correct browser.
Open it in the correct yeah, right. So yeah, how's your like? Do you have an update on your other film, Elliot? Some of the 16mm stuff and the Bolex.
Yeah, I'm finishing up. I'm finishing up that photography film that I showed last month.
Yeah.
So that's just about done, and I just got a chance to film some alpacas yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, you got to bribe them with carrots though, or else they kind of ignore you.
Huh. Nice.
Yeah. Alpacas are interesting animals.
Yeah, it's like a cousin of the llama, and I think they're related to the camel too.
From South America.
Yeah, Andes Mountains.
Yeah, and they're very soft.
Very soft.
Big pillows. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a sweater made from alpaca wool. It was very soft. Jeff said that your film reminded him of Penn and Teller revealing the trick in their act.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thanks, Jeff. Yeah, I felt like I was kind of explaining something more like a demo, Penn and Teller. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much, Elliot.
Thanks.
It's lovely to see you.
Yeah, sweet. Thanks for the film.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
And Craig.
See Craig like slowly creeping in.
Slowly creeping in. Let's see if just got us spinning.
It's got a little spinning up.
It's just spinning.
Yeah, he's off in the boondocks too.
Well, Dad, you worked on this with him. Do you want to say anything while
I did work on this with him.
his film
It's called The Family Holographic. It's written and acted by Craig, and
he's gone.
He's having trouble. So yeah, it's kind of a fractal thing. It's kind of a multi-personality. It's kind of a hologram of the different levels of opinions that various people have on societal controversial topics, shall we say. It's current events, basically. Comment on... There he is. There he is.
In disguise.
In disguise. That's Craig.
I don't have much to say. Yeah.
Hey, Craig, do you have YouTube? Do you have YouTube running?
Can you hear me?
We can hear you, but we hear some buzzing in the background.
I don't have much to say.
Okay. So what do you have to say? Just not much.
I don't have much to say.
Okay,
I just think everybody should listen.
Listen. All right. Maybe we'll do that. Should we just listen, Sarah? See what it is?
Let's just roll it.
We just roll it. All
It's
right.
gonna be
Just cut them
epic.
off.
It's huge.
We mean business. We make winners. Yeah. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my world. What? I don't remember anyone checking him out for. He doesn't check out for. He rigged all the laws. He's a crook who stole all our money. Billions. He is free to convince the legal community by any means necessary to allow him to expose the world to the fraudulent claims of the legal autonomy to remain in power for as long as the heads of each of the families of senators, judges, and cabinet members agree. Can I get in on this Zoom? I finally figured out how to nail the science. You know, I'm actually a really excellent scientist. I'm an experimenter. I decided to do an experiment. I've been experimenting for years and I really learned a lot. I decided Melania and we would join the herd mentality. I'm going to take a few weeks off. I understand how this COVID can make a lot of people feel like shithole people. And I just think it's good for me to take some time and maybe the science will develop so that we can figure out how to keep these side effects from letting other COVID happy people mess with you. We would love to be able to welcome you and any other high quality individuals to our community and to contribute with as much love and trust as we all have for each other. Could we all just please ask yourself, what would Jesus do? Please? No, I'm not going to make up any more questions. I'm going to give you a piece of my mind. I'm tired and I'm fed up and I'm angry that you and all your other paid off fear-mongering white assholes are going to try to make me believe in your little world. Yes, I said you are white. And I mean you.
Craig, what's going on?
Craig, can you close out the YouTube window?
Yeah, close the YouTube window, Craig.
What?
Close the YouTube window. Shut off your
Oh!
Yeah, shut the. Can you do that?
Okay.
Okay.
Have I been watching too much? I had way more sound than I needed.
Yeah, you. So Chris thinks the masks are disturbing, Craig.
So did you guys hear all those voices at the same time the way I did? Okay then. I made a mistake on the technical side over here, but let me just hear from you all. What do you think?
Kirk said it reminded him of the Goosebumps Escape from Horrorland video game from the mid-90s. I don't remember that, if anyone else does.
No, I don't remember that.
Was that a spoof on the Brady Bunch too? Hey,
yeah.
Everybody has to do the 9 boxes, you know, the Hollywood Squares, the Brady Bunch. We're just the most modern and accessible, you know, motif for the 9 boxes. Was that 9 boxes?
That was 9 boxes.
9 boxes. Do you want to talk about the masks at all?
I'll tell you one thing. We're all a family. And I'm the main one. I'm the head of the family. And all those people who are around me, they're my children and my elders. But I don't have much respect for elders. So they all listen to me. If they're smart, they do what I say. And at this point, you can kind of see, while they're all little holographs of me. I'm number 1. Everything else is secondary. Any questions?
Jeff says hallucinogenic. Not a question, but an accurate statement.
I don't need any comments. I want questions.
Hey, Craig. Craig, why is it that I listen to you? I don't get it.
Well, you're dumb like everybody else that listens to me. And you know, I take advantage of that. And pretty soon you figure out that where I'm leading you is going to be to a better place. At least it's better for me.
All right.
You're going to love it.
Eventually. At some point, I suppose.
Eventually.
Yeah, anything you want, I'm going to get you there, but it's going to take a while. You got to follow me. It's going to be better for you. Real quick. I'm going to be the best thing that ever happened to you all. And all those other people in my family.
I see. I see.
All right.
Simple.
Well, thank you very much, Craig.
I don't want to take much more criticism from you all, okay?
All right. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
all right,
okay.
Well,
unless you have something really constructive to say.
We can't take it anymore.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we will see you next time.
All right. Then. Oh my.
Never know what's going to come next at Minute Movies screening.
Yeah, Frankie.
All right. Well,
can we be frank next? Can we just be frank? Can we all just be frank?
Not Frank.
No, we should all just be frank.
Well, coming up next, we have the Franken film.
Frank and film. See, that's what I mean. We got Frank and film.
Frank and film.
Yeah.
Should we just play it? Does anyone who participated want to say anything before we roll it? If anyone is watching who has no idea what a Franken film is, I wrote a script every month. I've been doing this every month of lockdown, and I'd done it once before, like a few years ago. So I wrote a script and people signed up who wanted to participate. And then I broke the script up into little chunks and sent those chunks out to all the people who signed up. And they filmed their little bits without any knowledge of any context of anything and sent them back to me. And I cut them all together. So this will be the first time anyone but me knows what's going on with the Frankenfilm. And I personally think it's been fun working on it, doing it. I hope everyone else also enjoys it. We will do one next month too. So if you watch this and you're like, yeah, I want to do that, then you should sign up.
So based on the word, so we're gonna pick the word after this next film. We'll try to see if it works. It's always a all right.
Yeah. All right. Here we go.
Here we go.
What is holographic?
Merriam-Webster. Holograph, adjective, relating to or being a hologram.
You can't use a word to define itself. What is a hologram?
I don't get it.
Star Wars, Star Trek, The Jetsons, HAL, Red Dwarf, Tupac.
Huh. Okay.
I think holograms could be the future of communication.
That's an interesting idea. Wait. You think?
Imagine talking to someone via video call, but they're actually in the room with you. Wouldn't that be something?
A way to revolutionize the way people interact. I wouldn't be surprised if someone was working on that right now, considering all the virtual interaction people are having.
Right. You just stay there and I'm gonna be right back.
Yeah, you had to use that shot, huh?
Yeah, you send me stuff, I'm gonna use it.
I know, right? Oh, that's good.
You have to be prepared for me to use it if you send it to me. Yeah, I thought it was interesting that both you and Whitey had the same idea with the black shirt and the black background.
Yeah.
Which is actually exactly what I was picturing when I wrote that. I don't know if anyone has seen Red Dwarf, but there's a computer that they talk to who's, just a disembodied head that's floating. But you can tell that when they filmed it, it was just a guy wearing a black turtleneck and a black background. And so that's what I was picturing.
Kirk
has
that
a
one.
Smartphone. I didn't get it, but that makes a lot more sense now.
Oh wow, yeah, Kirk. Kirk did the. I always love his creative additions. I love that the old-fashioned phone and
the brain. Smartphone.
That was so cool. Yeah. How'd you get the bubbles happening, Kirk? The bubbles. That was fun.
Oh yeah, the bubbles. And Kirk, yours, I could understand it when I knew what it was being said, but I couldn't understand it when I didn't have the words. So I added the subtitles to it.
Oh yeah, that was perfect. That was cool.
Blowing into tubes.
Oh. Right.
So you were just off screen blowing into the little brain in the cup.
Nice.
Yeah.
Bowles was Reagan's chimp, huh? Is that right? Pretty funny. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
that was fun.
Good one. Alrighty then. So.
Yeah. So if anyone wants to participate next month, just keep an eye out for that sign up link. I usually post it both in Facebook and in Meetup. So you can find it there.
So
we're going to find out what the word is for next month.
Should we find out what the word? Find out. See if. Yeah, like I said, see if this works. I don't have my little camera that I normally just grab, and so I'm gonna tip my whole freaking laptop and see if this works to get the minute movie ball. Okay.
Yeah, hopefully we have some unused words in there.
I'm pretty sure we do. So, but let's see if we can see it though. Okay, here we go. Whoop. Let's see. Can you see that?
Yeah, can see that.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like towards the bottom. There we go. That's better.
Okay, here we go. Let's see what we got. Can you see that?
No, can you get it a little closer? Bust.
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 Bust. Bust.
Bust.
Yeah. Bust. Yeah, I bust into to town today and got some
I don't think that's how you spell that kind of bust.
No. Oh, I'll bust you.
Bust. Bust a move.
Yeah, bust a move. Yeah, so that works. Just bust a move. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on.
All right. Well, that'll be fun to see what you can bust out next month.
Yeah. Get my busted camera and try to make a movie with it.
Bust the bank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Fun stuff. Yeah. Do we have anything else?
Right. Well,
Did we have a
thank
favorite
you.
film for tonight that we get to give all the money to?
Well, thank you to everyone who joined us tonight. As always, it was wonderful. And I can't wait to see what kind of films people come up with for next month. Bust.
Yeah. Bust. Yeah, so that's a gimme for Jesse.
Ooh, do we have any sculptors in the group? Someone could sculpt a bust. All right, well, good night. Happy Sunday evening.
Happy Sunday evening.
See you next week for the community group, and then next month for our next screening.
All right. Thank you, everybody.